Hello. How is everybody today?
Ah, London. What a town. History around every corner and a tourist photographing it. Pubs serving up a pint and a smile. All that music, theatre and art. And multiculturalism. And the world's oldest underground, the Tube.
What are you up to, buddy?
The class of cities, really. Top shelf stuff. Only took 12,000 years to build it up, and one night to tear it all down.
What's our status?
Perimeter security's down, but plenty of your flying friends about.
Fucking hell.
Dalton, no time to waste.
Yes, ma'am. I'm in.
Is that better for you, Sack?
Any idea what we're up against, Bagley?
If you haven't brushed off, I might. Ever consider leaving these security threats to the authorities?
That's rich, Bagley. The government would sooner arrest us for trying to help than actually do something useful.
We'll have to sort this one on our own.
Carefully, Dalton.
Bagley, are you detecting a little worry in Sabine's voice?
Brilliant. Asking the computer about feelings. This explains so much.
Shut it, you two, and get to work.
There she is.
How you doing, Sack? What have you been up to, buddy?
Perimeter security's back up. South entrance is secure.
That hurt you more than it hurt me.
Do us a favor and keep it quiet, Dalton.
If they don't shoot me, I won't shoot them. How's that?
How are you doing, Sack? Again, thank you for the 25 shares, you absolute legend. I'm all good. Stop what you do, pretty hard work.
What was that? Stop!
They've got loads of DedSec gear down here. Now, why do you suppose that is?
What? How did they get their hands on it?
I don't know. But someone wants to make it look like DedSec was here.
Shit. You need to proceed with extreme caution, Dalton.
Who are these men in black, anyway?
Nothing identifying.
wait to
I
get
suspect
into
that's
that.
by design.
Electrical is live. Repeat. Fireworks.
Oh, fuck me. The entire place is rigged to blow.
Jesus, those canisters. Bagley, is that...
RDX nitrogen. Enough to level Parliament.
Can you locate a detonator, Bagley?
Not exactly, but there's a device streaming a fuckload of encrypted data from the floor above you.
Yeah, that fits the bill. On my way.
Their profiles are heavily encrypted. No identifying information.
Ghosts in this system.
Bagley, is that not the detonator?
No, but it's a transmitter sending a signal to a device on the floor above us. Safe to assume that would be the detonator we're looking for.
They've staged DedSec propaganda all around the bombs. These pricks are going to blow up Parliament and hang it on us.
Not if you get to that detonator first.
Hopefully you'll be able to hear what I'm saying now, Zach.
Right in the House of Commons. Whoever these men in black are, they've got brass bollocks to set up in the centre of government.
Hopefully that's working for you now, Zach.
And it's definitely live.
Hopefully it's working now.
Bagley, I'm gonna need some help with this.
Yes, you are, but sadly I'm locked out.
Fuck. Well, we don't have a chance without Bagley.
Wait, I might know a workaround. We trained in manual overrides at MI5.
You're full of surprises. Be quick about it.
All right, Bagley, do your thing.
I'm in. And the bombs have just armed themselves.
They're working a lot
Well,
better
that
now,
may
Zach.
complicate matters.
Fuck's sake.
Can you defuse them or not?
Of course I can, but I might also trip another failsafe and vaporize you, so fair warning.
Expect this to draw some attention your way, Dalton.
Oh, I'm counting on it.
Company at our back door. Shit. Dalton, we've got some heat here at HQ.
How long's this gonna take, Bagley?
Depends how often you interrupt me with questions.
All right, everyone. Faces on, guns out. It's about to get real.
Fuck.
They're on me. I'll try and hold them off.
If you're not careful, they'll get you and nothing to report. Checking elsewhere.
Bagley, update.
Let's just say I'm both impressed and annoyed by how sophisticated this anti-tamper security is. Still working.
Bagley, tell me you're close.
I'm through security, now wading through terabytes of decoy code looking for the destination
Yes,
sequence.
Zach. Have you ever played any DK before, Zach? Mate, they're amazing game. I think the one with gave Game Pass on Xbox, to be fair.
Taking fire! Finding cover!
Problem, Dalton. I need your physical appendages now.
If you want to get it cheaper, mate, I think I got it for like 55 quid when it's usually like £60 game. I can tell you how I got it cheaper.
What's wrong?
There are 3 slots on the left. One of them is the receiver. You need to pull the controller wire.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm fucking not. Pull the wire.
If this gets me blown up...
Bombs defused. See? That wasn't so bad, was it?
Bagley, you bastard. You nearly gave me a bloody heart attack then. Whoa, what the fuck am I looking at?
It appears Parliament is not the only target. More bombs are going live as we speak.
On screen, Bagley.
Now we need to get the word out. Those sites need to be evacuated.
They're spread out all over London. There isn't any time.
But my sister's at the town conference. We have to do something.
I picked up a transmitter on the roof that is sending out a signal to the other bomb sites. If you can reach it...
I can shut it all down. Sabine!
Fuck! Dalton, we're breached! Go! The roof!
Sabine, what's going on?
We're being raided. It's a bloodbath. Our protocol is to wipe everything, including Bagley.
I need him for the transmitter.
I know, but if they get him, they get everything. Names, ops, locations.
Okay, I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Wipe him.
Yes, wipe me.
Do it, Sabine, and get the hell out of there.
Fuck. Okay, Bagley's down. You're on your own. Dalton, if this goes...
He won't. I'll see you at the rally point. I promise.
Good luck.
Oh God! Is it just me? Taking fire!
I don't think you get good half as this guy, but I know you can get like MP5 miniguns and stuff like that.
Bingo. No.
Well done, Dalton Wolf. I'm impressed.
The fuck are you?
still think you're here to save London. I'm afraid that's not going to happen. You're here to help us with some important work.
Important work? Killing thousands of people?
Exactly. To save the world. You do know Londoners have died before, hmm? The plague, the Great Fire, the Blitz. It's not much fun. But destruction is always the cure. And it begins today. 0 day. It's time for a hard reset.
Thank you, Bob L. What the fuck are you doing, buddy?
Moments ago, a series of explosions devastated 3 sites in London. Authorities are asking residents to remain in their homes as the situation continues to develop. We have received no official casualty total, but it is expected...
This evening, mourners gathered for a series of candlelight vigils that brought closure to thousands of families, and indeed to an entire city.
Oh, you from the UK, are you, Bob? Same here, buddy.
Today at 10 Downing Street, where Nigel Cass, CEO of private military company Albion, received a mandate to secure London. Cass has vowed to hunt down DedSec, the terrorist group responsible. Albion used cutting-edge artificial intelligence systems and autonomous drones to capture the remaining members of DedSec. A stark warning to would-be insurgents.
These top corporations are posting record profits due to increased efficiencies in production and distribution, enabled by the use of technologies initially developed and approved for security purposes.
Getting a long overdue cleanup as crime numbers take a dive. Illegal gambling, drug trafficking and prostitution all down, following prosecutions of the leaders of 4 of London's 5 largest criminal syndicates. The streets of Camden and Brixton.
Londoners, as Albion's mandate is extended indefinitely by the government, life finally begins to return to normal. Curfews and travel restrictions have been lifted in all boroughs, thanks to the deployment.
Fake news outlets, reports of rioting in Trafalgar Square have been greatly exaggerated. Possibly by foreign meddlers pushing a false narrative through social media. Albion is in complete control of a few...
To reprimand the public about the circulation of fake news, conspiracy theories persisting in dark corners of the internet that terrorist group DedSec were framed for the bombings have been roundly rejected. Our own reporters could not find a single Londoner willing to expound those theories on camera. The facts simply do not support any other story.
I need to assemble a team, but I can't reboot DedSec alone. Let me break into London CTOS and see who's available.
I'm Claire Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terrorist group, DedSec, on this week's Buccaneer Radio. I have Colin calling in. Colin, what's your take?
Now, I've been saying from the start we should have rounded up DedSec and thrown them in jail. Now, I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
You don't find it awfully convenient that they've been fingered as the attackers, but we've seen no proof?
Look at Tone! Look at our city! What more proof do you need?
Well, Colin, I'd say you have to look at their history of non-violent action. Albion's put more civilians in the hospital in the past few months than DedSec ever has. I smell a scapegoat. Now I have Emily calling in. Emily, what's your take?
You're absolutely right, Claire. The government's just framing DedSec because they want to make it seem like they have this under control. They probably have no clue who was behind the bombings. But that doesn't look good on the news, does it? DedSec's been a thorn in
Angie, I have you next. What do you make of all this?
I think, if anything, DedSec showed their true colors. It's terrifying to think we harbored such a dangerous element for years. Terrorists in our own backyard.
Do you find DedSec more frightening than the different gangs in London, like Clan Kelly?
Clan Kelly might set your shop on fire and maybe they'd kill you, but even they wouldn't try to blow up all of Parliament.
Next, I have Crypto King. Do you feel safer using a pseudonym?
Everyone should. Why make it easier for them to track you? And now we've seen what they're capable of and how far they're willing to go.
Hold on. Do you mean the government? Are you suggesting the government was responsible for the bombings?
Oh, trust me, Claire. They didn't do it alone. They're all in on it. The government, Albion, Sirs, Bloom, Sky Bloody Larson, and all the way up to Downing Street. They want...
Shit. Situation is
There you go,
worse than I
Saka.
thought.
Turned it down halfway now.
But there's a candidate. Looks like you're DedSec's best hope.
You sure would be, Saka? I'll let you choose, buddy. Saka, who should we be? I'll go with that guy. Looked like you before, you cheeky git.
Glad to see you're alive. If you're still committed to the cause, DedSec needs you. I'll send you the coordinates to our last safe house. Meet me there.
Fine.
Oops. That was going to sound like he's dead.
I've downloaded a patch to your optics so you can access our security system. It's set up so that I can't just let someone who isn't DedSec in. You'll have to do the manual override.
Secret passages and hidden bases. Oh, I fucking missed this shite.
Don't do that.
One of Sabine's, are you? I'll see you downstairs later then.
Open sesame. Anyone around? Guess not.
Coming up in today's episode of The Upload, we're talking about how Bagley managed to conquer London. Pretty much my favourite topic. I could talk for hours about the rise of the AI system. It's easy to forget about its origins. It's so present everywhere we go now. Bagley just kind of blends into the background.
Bagley is the service AI that's present in every optic device. Whether you're using the optic, Bagley will be there. The AI is streamed to your optic from Bloom's central command center, and it was first created by Sky Larson, our tech hero, as part of her techno-utopia.
Let's find the power then.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of The Upload.
Aye. Yes, another one.
Coming up today on The Upload, we're talking about Sky Larson, the enigmatic founder of Hello and welcome back.
DedSec registration detected. Identify yourself, or I'll seal the exits, hack your optic, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
And you'll have to explain my untimely demise to Sabine.
Sabine's alive? Well, that's one piece of good news. I'm Bagley, DedSec's definitely not stolen, highly advanced AI assistant, and it seems I've been out of commission for a few months. Anyway, why don't you go connect me to the DedSec network so I can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine? I mean, catch up on what I missed. That's it. I'm reconnected to the network, downloading our database, news archives, and oh no. Terrorist group DedSec responsible for deadly bombings in London? Dalton Wolf dead? I leave you people alone for a second and you immediately cock it all up.
That's the shape of it. What I want to know is if it wasn't DedSec who did the bombings, who was it?
There's a gap in my memory after Dalton, well, let's be honest, after I disarmed the bomb at Parliament. I'm missing information about what happened after I was taken offline. But from what I can infer, an unknown hacker group identified only as Zero Day was involved. I believe this Zero Day staged the attacks and framed DedSec for their dirty work. Come to my terminal. Sabine is requesting a video call. Patching in Sabine Brandt now. I suggest you listen very closely to anything she has to say.
There you are. I'm glad you made it. Bagley, God, it's good to hear your demented little voice. Is your memory intact?
Not even slightly. The last record I have is of our HQ being raided. My only lead is a group known as Zero Day. Ring any bells?
No. But the HQ was attacked by some men in black, the same that were at Parliament. Maybe working together. We didn't stand a chance. They just gunned everyone down.
Christ. How did you make it out?
I managed to escape through the sewers to Camden. A contact smuggled me out of the city, and I've been hiding out in the north since.
Prudent. Your profile is red flagged as a high-priority target in the city's surveillance system. Even a partial recognition here would have you hunted down and shot on sight.
DedSec is about as popular as the plague these days. Look, you know I'd do anything for you, but fucking hell. Sabine, that's a lot to ask.
Listen, if anyone knows anything about risks, it's me. I lost everything and everyone. But it comes down to this. London is in a death spiral. And if DedSec can't pull it out, trust me, no one can. The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
Fuck it. As fate's worse than death.
Excellent. New user registered. Welcome to DedSec. Now, it would be irresponsible of us to release you naked and mewling into the wild. You'll find equipment around the safe house that are essential items in your DedSec kit. We have a sophisticated system for hiding your identity from facial recognition tech. It's called a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk about updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come on.
You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate if you come at them with a gun and shoot you down. We want to avoid collateral damage. In DedSec, we try to use guns only as a last resort.
Have you already met Connie Robinson? She owns the pub and is an old DedSec contact, not to mention a champion amateur boxer. Go to the practice ring and she'll show you how to stop flinching when someone cocks a punch at you.
I'll be right.
Let's start with some basic strikes. Hit me. Don't be shy. You'll want to get in under my block. Find the weak point. Nice one. You're getting it. Quick on your feet now. You want to create distance. Nice one. Nice one.
Right, gear in order? Know enough not to punch yourself in the face or get shot for pulling out a gun too early? Brilliant! I'm working out how we find Zero Day and ruin their day, but I need someone with actual legs to do the legwork. Hope you're ready.
We have some damage control to do if we want to change the perception that we're a bunch of violent thugs. I'll let you be the judge of how best to handle yourself, but remember, you...
Still here, but why the home stack? If you have a save wide home stack.
You don't know me, but I heard we might have some mutual interests.
You're DedSec, right? About time. I've got a shit ton of intel, mate. We can work on it together.
I'm listening.
Listen to this, mate. My co-workers and I, we all got axed. 300 people out on their ear. And then they just replaced us on the same day.
Jesus, that's awful.
Now, don't swear it. I'm fine. Landed on my feet, all right? But I'm not buying this restructure bullshit. It's just shady as hell. Something's going on. Can smell it a mile away. We were super skilled. There's no way they would have sacked us like that.
So you want DedSec to look into your replacement then?
Dead on. You help me with this, and I'll do whatever you want. I'll repay my debts.
All right, let's do this. What's the plan, boss?
Make no mistake, London is under occupation. Armed mercenaries patrol our streets, allegedly to keep people safe, but really they're keeping the people scared.
Oldest trick in the authoritarian handbook. Make people afraid enough and they police themselves.
So, we have to ignite the will to resist in the people of London by showing them that Albion aren't the solution. They're the problem.
For that, we'll need information. I'm pushing 2 sets of coordinates to your optic.
Cheers, Bagley. I've identified 2 opportunities. One, we're going to disrupt some Albion propaganda Remind the people it's not Albion's way or the highway. 2, we need intel about Albion operations if we want to throw a spanner in their plans. You game?
You know I am. Let's light this motherfucker up.
Brilliant. Let's get the people of London on board.
A tech corporation acting unethically? Sounds out of character, but let's investigate anyway.
I'll look into it.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled.
Thank you, James Tankley, for the follow. I do, buddy.
You've arrived at our contact's former employer, and aside from some heavily armed security guards, it's basically a ghost town.
Interesting.
I don't think this replacement is on site. Dig around and see if you can figure out where they are.
Can you send some reinforcements?
There's our suspect. Over.
You can do your corporate espionage from there.
suppressing fire.
To last known position.
Go. Have a look around.
Let them escape.
No sign yet.
Drone, begin searching sequence.
Moving on. There's a spider here. I need it locked down immediately.
Someone in the area is controlling that spider bot. Find them.
Someone's shooting. Enough. I'm ready to fire.
Right, I'm taking a look. Let's do it! Lost sight of the suspect.
Turn over everything.
Here's the data.
Copy that. I'll analyze the company records while you get to safety.
What have we got, Bagley?
Well, I found our prospect's replacement. It's an AI. And a pretty shoddy one at that. Nowhere near as smart as me. It could maybe replace a few million humans at most.
Jesus.
Oh, right. I suppose from your perspective, that's a lot. If you like, we can go destroy it before it puts anyone else out of work.
All right, good. Send me the location.
Hey, I never say I'm good at driving, Zach. Thank you very much. Right, I'll be back in a minute. Just going to grab a quick drink.
Why does this always bloody happen?
All right, everybody just relax.
For a long, long time.
I don't need for that. Let's fucking turn that bomb in town.
Don't fucking call me.
Why don't you crawl back into the pile of shit from whence you came? Fine. Don't listen to me. You lose your hide.
No problem. Just like this. What is going on? I refuse to put up with this. No, thank you.
What the hell is this?
You, listen to me. It's unacceptable.
No, it was the movie with... Is your outfit some sort of performance art?
It was almost like 10 years ago. She still gets a look in her face like she's bored when it comes up. I was too young to know, but Mum says that photo was the start of this.
But now it's unacceptable. Why does this always bloody happen?
Let's discuss this.
Talk to each other. How do they all know where to come? It's kind of spooky. Oh, seriously, come on. I don't need your bloody help.
Some people just don't know their place, do they?
I just popped over to her estate
Well,
saying...
pardon me for trying to help.
I'm not gonna let my blood boil over this situation. It's unacceptable. No! Come on. You've got to be joking.
This again?
Hey,
really?
Hey, I said hey!
In or going out had to be scanned. So I just went home.
Oh, no.
Who knows what they
I'm afraid nothing about this is working.
It's just the poor bastards had a tough life, and desperate circumstances tend to make.
I remember the last time I got locked out. Right away, starting
No!
Like it's unacceptable. I'm sorry, but my people are just trying my patience.
Just calm down, please.
Near the side of the building and wait to follow somebody in.
Let's turn the volume down.
Seriously?
Calm down, please.
I don't know if that's enough.
Usually I never lose my...
The job-killing AI's code blueprint has been packed up into a crate on site.
I'll smash it up then.
Get the move on.
Bloody brat.
Failure to comply will result in extreme measures. Cease and desist, or you will be
Why
restrained.
can I hear cut? What do you mean you can hear cut in background, Zach?
Halt! Failure to comply will result in forceful intervention.
There it is. Time to do your destroying other people's property thing.
Keep looking. He's got to be here somewhere.
Failing to comply will result in forceful intervention. Warning. Continuing unlawful activity will result in arrest. Surrender yourself. Failure to comply will result in extreme measures. Cease target.
And the game crashed. Oh, load it back up. Don't matter now, my Facebook glitched. Played COD in the video. Unlucky sack.
Press cross button.
I'm hoping I don't have to do all that mission again. If not, how to go into a normal mission? If having a new game come out, they're all guaranteed to crash.
So that way, I get it cheap, and I pass the savings on to... Hang on.
Finish up your scheme. There's work to do.
It's about time.
The job-killing AI's code blueprint has been packed up into a crate on site.
I'll smash it up then.
Move along. One more step and you're in trouble.
Disturbance detected. Beginning investigation. Assemblies of over 5 humans will be dispelled.
And move on. Or else. Your compliance is not...
Those who do not obey our orders are subject to arrest. Awaiting an active protest report. Result in forceful intervention. Cease and desist, or you will be restrained.
What are you doing here? You're not getting out of this.
Where are you? Investigating. I can't do this.
You found it, now find some way to destroy it.
Check their last known position.
AI successfully murdered. Now get to safety and I'll send our friend the good news.
I'll have a look. Go search over there.
You're not gonna believe this. They replaced you with an AI. I swear. It's not the robots who want to displace humanity, it's fucking rich people.
Sorry, what?
The company making this thing was pretty much gonna wipe out your whole industry, but we stopped them. You're welcome.
Thanks.
You know, DedSec's looking for fighters, and you seem to have some fight in you. How about letting it out?
You kidding? Hell yeah. Terminating the search.
Auto drive now enabled.
Thank you, Trish Gaming, for the like. How you doing, buddy? Long time no see. Also, thank you for the share, you legend. How you been, buddy?
Auto drive now disabled.
Thank you, William Jenkins, for like. How you doing, buddy?
Auto drive now enabled. You have reached your destination.
Albion have established an operational base in the Royal Court of Justice.
Suppose the tracks that they've taken over the courts, they throw everyone who crosses them in a cage.
Exactly. But it likely means there's information here about how Albion are targeting dissenters, the who and the why. We need that data if we're going to disrupt their operation.
Thank you, EB Gaming, for like. How you doing, buddy?
What have we got, Bagley?
A list of what Albion consider high-value targets that are threats to the peaceful running of London. See here, a journalist, and this one runs a community shelter. Good God, bar your doors.
What the fuck?
All suspected of sowing rebellion or exhibiting tendencies towards Albion is systematically arresting people even before they rise up. Joke's on them. This list can actually help us find like-minded allies willing to help us. Well done. Now, let's disrupt some of Albion's propaganda and give some hope to the people.
Auto drive now enabled.
Thank you, Ethan, for like I do, buddy.
Auto drive now enabled.
Please have all identification papers ready.
Attention. Basic cybersecurity awareness is your responsibility. Tampering with your associates leaves you vulnerable and is a punishable offence.
Look around. It's Albion, fucking Albion everywhere. It's burnt into the skin of this city. This isn't just propaganda. This is a fucking psychological cattle tag.
There's going to be that much less once you're done here. Let's give Camden a break from these eyesores.
I'm on it.
Stop! Warning you. Don't test me. Stay where you are. Ah! All right, let's do this nice.
If you hijacked that scissor lift, you could use it to access the rooftop.
Failure to report an incident could result in arrest. The use of any third-party apps to block your tracking or CTOS activity is illegal and dangerous. Unauthorized programs leave you vulnerable to digital attacks and compromises security.
Yes, nicely done. That'll get people's attention. Let them know someone is standing up to Albion. Light the spark that they can stand up to.
If nothing else, it'll relieve their eye strain.
What now?
We're already seeing results from what you've done. That list we found named a journalist in Camden who's been investigating Albion. We reached out and he's got information that can help us. I think you should meet with him.
Send me the location. Heard you need help. What can I do?
You're the crew that's been sticking it to Albion. Can't believe someone else is. Thought I was alone, right? Not doing much, just putting the word out. But you? Taking action, mate.
Yeah, agreed. Tyranny isn't an idea. It's an institution. Boots, paper, plumbing. We tear down Albion, we make room for something better. So what do you have?
Almost got clipped finding this. All of Albion's operational data for the entire city. Convoy routes, surveillance targets, assets. It's all there. Thinking you can make good use of that.
Fucking right.
Here's a sample. Albion's closed King's Cross to the public, right? But what people don't know is that they're using it as their logistics centre. Materials, troops, whatever. A lot of it runs through there. You want to give the people a huge boost? Hit that place. Put it out of commission, and you'll severely hamstring Albion's operations here in Camden. Hell, everywhere.
That's the move then.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Albion's operational plans are just what we needed to really get some traction. We'll have to take a close look at this. Now, how do we take King's Cross offline?
Getting to that generator ain't gonna be easy. They've locked it up tighter since I last saw.
Any ideas?
My news drones are still in here. They should be functional. You can use one of them. Probably have better luck piloting it too, yeah?
Well, causing a power surge in a hybrid-powered generator isn't like making a toasty. We're going to need detailed specifications.
Let's get nosy then. Yeah, check this out.
Cool, looks bloody complicated. Newsy's got a pretty functional camera. Would a picture do you, Bagley?
It would indeed. According to this, there's an override code that'll get us into the generator's system. That's it. Use the code on the generator and I can trigger a power surge.
It should be enough to take King's Cross offline. And the rail system too.
Here we go.
We got a gold mine of information out of St. Pancras. Albion convoys, informants, gear, you name it. Everything we need to ignite the people of London, like we did in Camden. Derail Albion's operations and give the people a reason to rise up, borough by borough. The more we do that, the more we'll get allies flocking to the cause. We'll show London that DedSec is here for them.
That was off the chain, mate. I knew DedSec weren't the bad guys Albion was saying. Now the rest of Camden will too. Thanks.
Thanks.
Now that you've shown the borough what DedSec is really all about, there are going to be folks wanting to join up. A lot of people have been looking for a way to fight back. In fact, there's one in particular I suspect will contact you very soon. I happen to know they're champing at the bit.
Grand. Appreciate any leads you can send us.
Well, fuck me, you're still alive. I owe Sabine a tenner. Not only that, but your resistance handiwork just opened up a whole new source of information. So now I spy with my hypothetical eye something interesting at the Ministry of Civic Management.
What?
The Signals Intelligence Response Service, or SIRS, or the Earl Grey Gestapo, have developed a surveillance technology called AR Reconstruction. It's the bleeding edge of privacy rights violation, and thus it could be very useful in our attempts to find Zero Day. If you're feeling out of your depth or like you could use a breather, you can always call on your new teammates to step in. It's your call.
That's the advantage of working together, instead of alone.
I'm here.
In theory, the AR reconstruction should allow me to use various sources of surveillance data to rebuild past events. Access a data relay, and I can scrape all the metadata for this area. That's it. Now, let's take this autocratic wet dream for a test drive.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Fucking hell, we're living in Big Brother and no one even knows it.
You're right. We definitely need this extremely cool thing I want for investigating Zero Day. Shit! For some reason I can't clone it to our servers. All right, access the network here and let's see if we can't find out where to nick one.
No sense resisting. Bloody...
located the CTOS hub. Aha! The SIRS has deployed this technology at their HQ, and I've just nabbed their manual on how to set up the system. Now, Scarpa, you can't steal their toy if they throw you in the gulag.
So, we're stealing the AR reconstruction gadget. Tell me what to do.
The program is hosted on a server that's on the roof of SIRS HQ. All you have to do is grab the whole thing, then take it to a few high-density locations so I could recalibrate it to the DedSec network and clone my own version.
Are you just expecting me to strap the fucker to me back? The bleeding server's got to weigh half a ton.
We need to find someone with access to a cargo or construction drone that can fly it off of there. Perfect opportunity to recruit a heavy lifter to the cause, I'd say.
Heavy lifter. Some kind of construction drone, right? Where could I find one?
Well, let's put our thinking caps on, shall we? Now, who in London would have access to a construction drone? Could it be a construction worker?
Bang on, Bagley.
Maybe I do, darling.
Not so hard, was it? There's an active construction yard nearby. I dare say you'll probably be able to find a construction worker to recruit there. Here's the coordinates.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now enabled.
Oh, mate, you're glad to be home, aren't you, Amy? What, you've been like that?
Auto drive now disabled.
Oh, they have a beastly drone friend. I mean, the person looks efficient too.
You don't know me, but I heard we might have some mutual interests.
DedSec, right? Good. You can give me an hand with something.
We might be able to help. What's the situation?
The long and short is I borrowed some money from the Kellys to pay off a medical bill. But now they keep increasing their interest rate, so I gotta work for them, forever. Help me clear this debt. I'm too old for this nonsense.
Okay, we'll handle it.
Yeah, hi.
Pan Kelly will bleed our new friend dry if we don't do something. This particular construction site is a money laundering front for a Kelly chapter out of Camden Market. Any record of the debt would be stored there.
Grand.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Fucking hell, the Kellys have moved in here full time. There goes the bleeding neighbourhood. When did they get this organised?
You're looking for a terminal or some kind of device that Clan Kelly would have stored the debt records on. Don't have the right tool for the job? You can exchange your gadget for a different one that's better suited to the situation. Right, you can erase all record of their debt, putting our new friend back into the black and, more importantly, out of Clan Kelly's reach.
Fantastic.
That's got to be illegal. What happened? All clear.
I don't want trouble.
While the drones observing your every move might make you feel like you're living in a city-shaped prison, what's bad news for society is good news for DedSec. You can hack those nosy little buggers and use them to scout ahead.
Surrender yourself. Failure to comply will result in extreme measures. Cease and desist, or you will be restrained. Investigation underway. Warning, continuing unlawful activity.
I'll put you out.
Let's take them down.
Investigating disturbance. Halt. Will result in
That's it! You're dead!
Shotgun pellets, motherfucker. There is no escape. You better put up a fight. You can't hide from me. Prepare yourself. It's time to get serious. You better put up a fight. Prepare yourself. Time to get serious. You can't hide from me. Jesus! Fuck! Prepare yourself. You can't hide from me. Time to get serious. No escape. You can't hide from me. Prepare yourself.
They're not here.
They're right around here. Someone's shooting.
Time time to get serious. I saw someone head out that way. Whoa! There is no escape. I need help. Right now. Did that hurt? Taking fire. Ah! Ah!
I saw something this way.
Transfer complete.
Holy shit.
You're out from under Clan Kelly's heel. Wouldn't show my face if I was you, but that goes without saying.
Well, I'll be damned. You did it. Oh, I must say, I've heard some nasty shit about DedSec, but I was right not to believe it.
You know, DedSec's looking for fighters, and you seem to have some fight in you. How about letting it out?
Hey? Yeah. All right.
Auto drive now enabled.
Thank you, Philip, for the like and share. How you doing, buddy?
Auto drive now disabled.
Hello, Philip. How you doing, Philip? Go, Philip, what have you been up to?
The DedSec resurgence have prompted Parliament to approve the use of lethal force for Albion contractors. CEO Nigel Cass had this to say.
DedSec terrorists will quickly find that Albion, unlike the police force of this city, is battle-tested and proven in the field.
The Prime Minister's office has called this shoot-to-kill mandate a drastic but necessary
No time for
measure to
doubts.
make London safe.
Here, your new kit.
So there's no turning back, huh? Say goodbye to normal life and become a bleeding outlaw.
What you mean normal? The bleeding government announcing they can shoot you dead.
I know it's all gone to shit, but it's still my life. It's tough to just walk away.
No one's leaving nothing behind. We're taking a stand to help everyone we cared about.
Fine. All right. I'm in.
Welcome to the Resistance.
Right. Welcome aboard, etc., etc. I'll give you the speech later. Right now, we need you and your big, strong drone friend to get on top of SRS HQ and steal a server. Think you can handle that?
Heading there now. I'm here.
I'll highlight the server with the AR reconstruction software. It's out of reach, so you'll need to use a heavy cargo drone to steal it.
All right. Vehicle's loaded, so you're all set. Now, don't drive like a sodding nutter. Keep that thing in one piece.
Good looking out.
Fags has got us doing some pretty wild shit.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
This will do. Remain in the area until I've downloaded enough data to the server. Download complete. I need a wider sample of data, so I'm pushing you the coordinates to a new location. This is brilliant. Look at this. It's compiling data from the surveillance infrastructure. Nearby CTOS drones, civilian optics, CCTV, and then it assembles those scraps into what happened in this location 24 hours ago. Fantastic.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
All right, scraping data from optics, CTOS cameras, microphones, laptops. Say, do you reckon SRS uses this to watch people shag? Fucking hell, do they use it for anything but watching people shag? Transfer complete. I'm missing one last data set. Pushing you the coordinates to the location now.
Oi, Bagley, we got company.
Well, shit. Can you do anything to lose your new friends? Maybe invite them to a pottery night or overshare something personal. Whatever you do, just get to the last location in one piece.
Fuck it. Fine.
Right, let's spread out and look.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
En route to suspect.
Oi, Bagley, get these wankers off me.
Don't let the drones destroy the server before I'm done. Get out of the lorry and take care of them. Shoot them, throw rocks at them, destroy them psychologically with cyberbullying. Just keep them busy until the transfer's complete.
Lockdown immediate. Shots fired! Thanks, I'm getting my gun.
Where's backup when you need it?
Somebody help!
Careful!
Now!
London is in a state of emergency. Albion is permitted to secure the safety by
All right, I've got it. Now, can't lug around this server forever. We should probably wipe our prints off it anyway.
Go on then.
I'll overload the CPUs to cause a power spike and destroy the battery unit. The electromagnetic pulse should destroy both the server and the drones. So, you know, run. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? We pulled off a heist, made life a bit harder for the tyrants of the world, and most importantly, I got a new toy to play with. Now, run along back to the safe house. Sabine wants you and your new teammates for a briefing.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Right, I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to go and have a drink.
Scanning the area for suspicious behavior.
Auto drive.
Albion personnel are authorized to use force. Always comply with.
Well done, team. It's good to see the safe house filling up again. The only way we're going to keep London from falling into total oppression is by rebuilding the resistance. We need to recruit, train, build back our arsenal. The people are itching to rise up and take their city back. We just need to show them that DedSec are fighting along with them.
I'm in. All the better we can smash the fascists out of London.
There was a word for Albion back in my day. It started with an N and ended with an Nazi.
Yeah, but Clan Kelly are the ones taking real advantage. We need to lay the boots on them too.
Fair, but remember that this zero-day hacker group is still out there. They took out DedSec once, and it's a good bet they'll try again. I believe they were responsible for the bombings and framed DedSec. With your help, I plan to get to the bottom of this mystery.
I'd say that's a full docket. Enough talk. Let's unfuck London.
I found a lead that may help us unravel more about Zero Day and the bombings we ate shit for. I've picked up an encrypted signal from the Tone conference site that's been broadcasting on a loop since the night of the bombing. Go investigate. You might even get to try out that fancy new AR tech we stole. I mean, creatively shared. Hello, hello. Someone else sloughed off work, and now it's your turn.
Fine.
They'll never know.
We were supposed to be here that day. Thank you, dodgy pub field. I'd be lying here dead with the rest of them otherwise.
The conference centre's supposed to be under repair, right? Yeah, nothing's been worked on, and there's security crawling all over the place. Dodgy.
Just what I was thinking. What am I looking for, Bagley?
Any kind of device or component that could still be emitting the signal. It seems to be coming from within the rubble.
Not step.
What the hell?
This is it. The signal is coming from this spider-bot fragment. No indication yet who it belongs to.
Something's completely mangled it. Christ. What's it doing here?
Difficult to say, but with an AR reconstruction, we may be able to see what happened to it and if it relates to the attack. Access data relays in the vicinity, and I can compile enough data to build the AR reconstruction. Perfect. 2 more data relays to go. One more data relay and I'll have it.
Now what's this? Oh my god, this is incredible, this is fantastic!
That should do it. Now I'll just take the audio from this stream and the video from these 36 and... got it. Go back to where you found that spider bot and I'll show you the AR reconstruction from the night of the explosion.
Grand.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
You brought the payload?
What, think we'd go back here?
Don't trust the Kelly dog.
Bagley, can you work out who was running that spider bot?
I've now fully decrypted the signal the spider bot is broadcasting, and while I cannot identify a specific user, it is a call code used by the Metropolitan Police Service.
Fuck me. The man had eyes on this while it went down. That's heavy.
Kelly? Wait, as in Clan Kelly? You're telling me those gangster folks had something to do with all of this?
Not exactly. Looked more like an handoff. I'd say the Kellys were just the suppliers.
So, who was it they were meeting? It didn't seem close. Maybe 0 Day?
Well, don't just stand there, keep looking. The reconstruction continues behind that rubble.
We don't have some kind of quantum tunneling device in a shed somewhere, do we?
Quantum tunnel technology's at least 10 years away, but spiderbots and drones are here today. You could try one of those if you don't feel like waiting.
Good idea.
Why don't you aim those human eyeballs of yours at the van's cargo?
Grand.
Ah, yes, another one.
RDX nitrogen, and the exact same detonator system like the bombs that were planted at Parliament.
0 Day.
Damn, hurry. We've got other delivery.
So you were hired to supply all the targets?
Shut it, we're all I need to know.
Fuck me. So 0 Day was using a bunch of groups to pull off the bombings.
That's certainly one way to pull off a massive coordinated attack while remaining anonymous. Zero Day needed manpower and resources, but they needed them at an arm's length. And it doesn't take the world's greatest AI detective to see that both Clan Kelly and Albion benefited in the aftermath. Unfortunately, this is the most we can get out of the AR reconstruction. But if we could find the mystery officer who was spying through the spider bot, maybe they could tell us more. Tracing the Spiderbot serial number, it was assigned to New Scotland Yard 3 years ago. Perhaps more information about its user or its assignment will be available at the station.
So the police were onto the real bombers, but they kept their mouth shut for some reason. Doesn't add up. We don't have all the facts yet.
The only way to know for sure is to investigate New Scotland Yard.
Search on his motor.
Christ. Albion's taking this place over like a fucking parasite.
And the entire police service. But don't worry, if you're not pleased with your privatised goon squad, just take your business across the street.
Didn't think I could feel bad for English police, but fucking hell.
Not to worry, the only difference now is the uniform, assault weapons, and the fact they're motivated by profit over public service. Now, any record or information on the Spiderbot will be further in.
You are making me do this.
Bagley, is this our Spiderbot?
According to the serial numbers, this matches the piece of Spiderbot from the Tone bombing site.
Can you ID the last user?
Navigate the Spiderbot from out of that room. I'll need a direct connection in order to learn more from our bisected friend.
I'm on it.
Please. Cheers, mate. Holy fuck! That's a gun!
There we go. I think you just made a new friend. If Albion wanted to lock them up, they must be dangerous. And dangerous we could use.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
That opening right there looks like a good exit point. That's a part of the remote detonator system from Parliament. If the Met, or Albion rather, actually analysed it, they would see it wasn't DedSec's handiwork at all. Right, get comfy. This spider-bot might be broken and missing some of its legs, but it can still jump and fit through vents. That's a good way to get through the station undetected. That's Skulton's mask. It must have been recovered from Parliament. It might be the only thing left of him now. Buggery fuck, would you look at all this junk? You'll have to jump your way across to get to the next vent opening.
Decided they couldn't be trusted to do their jobs. Suddenly some corporation could clean
Thank
up
you,
our
shout for them. How you doing, buddy?
We've had both. Who knows how long? When crime fighting is treated like a business, crime will never go away. That would be bad for business, right? So don't tell me Albion has our best interests at heart. Sod that.
If the police could handle their job, Albion wouldn't be necessary. But they can't. Home bosses have been out. Like lazy overcontrol receivers. Well, they're not real anymore, are they?
You're almost there. Make your way through this last vent path.
Got it.
Scanning Spiderbot and accessing its internal drives. While
Hey,
analysing this
how you doing,
data,
buddy?
you should make yourself scarce. Unless you'd like to explain to your new, heavily armed, privatised police force why you've broken into the station.
Fine.
I'm all good. What you been up to, Zach?
The Spiderbot fragment you found has a satellite-based GPS module that regularly pushed its location to a specific ground station.
A secret location? None of this makes sense. We better go check it out.
Pushing you the ground station's coordinates.
Yeah, I'm watching now, buddy.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Here we get the door. Oh, do
Now to find a way in.
I'm detecting a surveillance network guarding a space under this bridge. If you can patch into it, perhaps you can take a look inside. The GPS history of the Spiderbot we recovered regularly pings these coordinates. Our mystery witness to the real bombers must have come to this lovely, damp location several times.
It's remote. Good place to fly under the radar.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
Well, tiddle me bollocks. It's like a wee little cop station here. What's it doing, I wonder?
Well, if Albion was stopping all over your workplace, you'd find a different place to store your lunch too. And it seems our mystery officer was dedicated.
Sure, I'm with you. But what were they working on that would lead them to the town bombing?
The computer's dusty enough to kill an asthmatic, but there may still be something useful on it.
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau. Well, former inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything implicating Albion and Clan Kelly in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelly's band of twats were involved, and they're involved in other crimes we can look into. Me and a few good mates are willing to go off book, going after Mary Kelly again. I'll never fucking learn, will I? Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan Kelly and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking. The European Processing Center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So, Clan Kelly gets hold of these people, these immigrants, deportees, victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where and why? It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was into something, but she wriggled off the hook. There's only one way I can do this. 24/7 surveillance on Mary Kelly. If I'm caught, well, this will be my last entry. But I have to see what she's hiding.
So, our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelly was her white whale, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
Ah, this is all starting to come together. I knew Albion were grade A cunts, but working with Clan Kelly gives them something to hide.
It seems like 0 Days Web covers all of the unsavoury bits of London. Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelly and Albion included.
They're taking people off the streets. 0 Day or not, we have to do something.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the EPC. Detectives like us call that a lead.
Fuck, man.
This Albion Clan Kelly business leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And if Caitlin Lau's right, then this little nut jumps to the front of the queue. We have reason to believe a former DedSec operative may still be alive, but missing inside the EPC.
Angel Lopez, not London-born, but I won't hold that against him, unlike some others.
Looks like Angel got caught up in the immigration roundup, which, ironically, may be the only reason he escaped 0 Days DedSec purge.
Anti-immigrant sentiment has grown in London since the bombings. Albion fuels it. It allows them to send anyone they want to their brutal refugee camp.
We need to find Angel before they discover he's DedSec. This is kind of personal too. But finding his trail might just shed some light on the Albion Clan Kelly connection.
Shit. Well, good news it is. Deportees aren't leaving the UK. They just chuck them in the EPC and then they look the other way.
I've sent the details to your device and advised our contact at the EPC. They can get you inside. So, I've delved more into Caitlin Lau's investigation, and an enormous number of missing person cases centre around the EPC. The inspector was definitely onto something.
So let's find that guy and get out fast. If they work out Angel's DedSec before we find him, the nicest thing they'll do is kill him.
We're pursuing the suspect. I had them. Where did they go?
We are inbound. Stand by. All units force this suspect to stop.
What was that song?
Control, we have an officer down.
All persons on the premises must at all times carry valid identification.
Control, we're heading back.
Fuck you.
Got back these summons. I've already taken care of your entry. Get you in quick and quiet.
Just keep me off their actual system, yeah? Christ knows I don't need any extra attention.
No worries, I'll spoof. But come meet me on the rooftop. The only place here that doesn't smell like piss. Got some info for you.
The European Processing Centre. It processes deportees by stacking them up in squalid conditions and forgetting about them. But hey, it's to protect London, right?
What's going on here?
This place is worse than a prison camp. Every day I see people come through here, torn from their homes and their families. But I'd rather stay and keep an eye on things. Maybe help out once in a while. Like now.
This is a fucking abomination. Nobody should be treated this way, let alone somebody whose only sin is being unlucky enough to be born in the wrong place.
Yeah, well, people have been disappearing. Records say they have been processed, but it doesn't add up. No one ever properly leaves. And with the Kellys prowling around like fucking hyenas, I am not too optimistic about the people slipping through the cracks.
Well, that checks out. Mary Kelly has her reeking tentacles choking out half the boroughs in the city.
Truth. Now, about your missing guy. The best place to start.
Pushing the location of the EPC database on your optic.
God damn it! No!
Can I help you?
Whoa!
A little personal space, please. Shove off. Can I help you? Shove off. Can I help you? A little personal space, please.
Oh, fucking hell, did I just whip one?
Shove off.
Did you see that? I'm the king of fucking darts, ain't I? Fuck yes.
There will be a database here that we can search for evidence on Angel Lopez.
Find the prick!
All clear. Moving on.
Area clear, moving on.
Must be nearby.
Moving on. No one's here.
Clear, heading out.
Keep looking, Claire. Got to be here somewhere.
To assist.
Is this some kind of job, huh?
When I see anybody, I'll go over there.
You ain't working.
Clear over here. Moving on.
Negative
Clear,
contact.
moving on.
Moving on.
Eyes peeled. They're here.
All good. I'll try somewhere else.
They've escaped. We need to regroup.
What was that?
Go on, Bagley. Tell me you found something.
I have. His file has been deleted from the main database, along with hundreds of others. Still very detailed. Even when committing crimes against humanity, the government doesn't skimp on paperwork. Here is a recording labelled Exit Interview.
You know what we do with terrorists, Lopez? Don't go pissing me off by denying anything. We know you're with DedSec. You think you were picked up on some random sweep? Not a fucking chance. Nothing to say. Well, this is not going to go well for you then, because I want information. The rest of your cell, where are they? I want names, places, everything you've got.
You think I'm daft? I spill everything I know and what? You let me go? I'm not talking
I know how this ends. Oh, I don't think you do. I'm going to throw you to the wolves. The Kellys have an interesting way of disposing of problems.
You think I'm scared of some fucking god? Of winding up floating in the dance? Fuck you.
You're too pretty for that, mate. First, they'll peddle you. For dosh, right? Then, when you're used up, they're going to chop you up and send the pieces to the four corners.
I can take whatever you've got.
I almost feel sorry for you. Get him to the bloody clinic, then.
Shit. They knew he was dead set the whole time. This doesn't look good for Angel.
The clinic keeps government service hours, which means it's closed. We'll have to find Angel the old-fashioned way and hack their CTOS hub. Deportation limbo, horrible living conditions, unexplained disappearances. It's almost as if the media are deliberately ignoring the situation here in favor of... Oh, look here, Beatrice Stokely, 89, recently took up kickboxing to fill up her days. Fascinating. If the EPC is a typical example of how humans treat each other, I'd say a benevolent AI overlord is a step up, wouldn't you?
Ah, shoot it, Bagley.
Damn it! No!
There's a hacker in the area. I'll find them.
Problem?
Well, that's it. Ending the search.
I have reconstructed an AR scene of Angel's examination. You can view it inside the clinic.
Nicely done.
Damn! His wallet just vanished! Oh no! No, no, no!
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Let's make a deal, yeah? I know people outside. Maybe I can help you out. Just let me out of here.
Procedures, Mr. Lopez. We'll have you out of here in a minute or two.
Hello.
Fuck! What was that?
That's some kind of implant. We need a closer look.
Facial analysis matches for both. They're part of Mary Kelly's little pack. So, Inspector Lau was right after all. Clank Kelly and Albion are in bed together. What a shit orgy that would be. Microchips, coated with biocompatible glass to prevent rejection.
Ah, so they put something in his neck. Maybe a tracker? A biometric monitor?
No, these are more sophisticated. If I had to guess, I would say they were designed to deliver a dose of some unknown compound. Not the kind of thing you find at your local corner shop. I could reconstruct the path he took if you want to see how this cliffhanger gets resolved.
Stay on him. He may have gotten away.
Fucker! Get him before he triggers!
Fuck! He's getting away! Get after him!
Shit, they're catching up on him. Come on, Angel.
Fucker!
Come on, lad, you can do this!
Get fucked up! We don't have a match yet. She's gonna kill us.
No, it's fine. As long as he's not damaged, there'll be no waste. Demand's high with the new network.
Guess you're right. Let's tube him, get him in the van and out to the incinerator.
Well? What the fuck was that? That must have been the implant they stuck him with.
Somehow it activated. Angel might be alive, though. Whatever the fuck Mary Curley's up to, he might still be alive.
We need to find him. See what they did to him. And what that fucking microchip is all about.
Seems like advanced technology for Mary Kelly and her band of thugs to be waving around. Could Mary be part of a scary dark web hacker group like, say, oh, I don't know, pick one, 0 Day?
Interesting theory, Bagley, but hold your investigation algorithms for the moment, will you? Angel needs us.
The incinerator they mentioned is probably the Southwark incinerator. It's practically right round the corner.
Albion personnel are equipped to resolve any situation. Please do not interfere.
Right guys, that's been done for tonight, but I'd like to thank everybody for likes, shares and comments, and welcome to the new following, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.